Lots was going on in New York. Knicks Heat, Roku New Front.
Two big events.
Put those two things together, and Jessica Alba winds up on Celebrity Row with Sauce Gardner and Aaron Rodgers.
You want to talk about this right now?
She'll be joining us in 29 minutes to discuss it.
I don't think we should be shaming Sauce for this.
Who's shaming Sauce?
I'm just saying online, it's like, oh, does he not know who just got? Why would he? Why would he know who she is?
I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was your argument. You know, we had a nice little thing yesterday about this, but like, you're like, why would he know? But like, you knew actors and actresses who were working before you were of age. So, you know.
I mean, maybe, but.
He's seen her, just to be clear, he's seen her in movies before, but I never looked on Google to see what her real name is.
He's half her age.
Listen, guys.
So, it's fine.
You know what Sauce is? Everybody, let me just say this to anybody who's on Sauce Gardner for this. Sauce, everybody lay off Sauce. You understand that?
Lay off Sauce.
Lay off.
That's good advice just in general.
Sauce. No.
Not
lay
all
off
the time.
Sauce. I'm removing the.
Oh, not the Sauce.
Okay. Lay off him.
That way he's talking to you.
Because all he's doing is grinding and becoming better every day and changing the course of my life. All right? And that's all he's focused on.
I agree.
And he's hanging out with Al the jeweler in New Jersey to get his ice proper so he can show up to Madison Square Garden dripping with Aaron.
Came through dripping.
Okay? So everybody who's on Sauce for not knowing who Jessica Alba is needs to back off and correct themselves. And I'm sure she doesn't mind at all. Yeah. Her life is just fine. Okay?
She's doing
great. Right? Her life is not altered by anybody criticizing Sauce for not knowing her. Mine is. Okay, everybody back off this kid.
Yeah, look,
let the bromance between him and Aaron Rodgers let fly. Let it go. It is just like set it free. It is so great to see.
You're loving this.
I am indeed. The bromance between, because at this point, 8 months ago was it? I think, or 7 months ago, he had a cheesehead on in Lambeau Field.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that Aaron Rodgers is sitting right there in Madison Square Garden is exactly how he was sitting with Quinnen Williams in his lap. And it wasn't great. And Sauce, in the only time he's ever went ahead and done anything that could be construed as disrespectful, putting that cheesehead on. But as we all know, the cheesehead that he had on in Lambeau Field, mocking the Packers fans, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall sacrificed in his backyard
to get their guy.
To get Aaron Rodgers. He sacrificed a plastic piece of cheese to speak into existence this moment in Madison Square Garden. Without that sacrifice, maybe he doesn't meet Jessica Alba and she's not on today's show. So everybody back off.
Exactly. You know, people his age, Chris, you know, we were watching movies and TV shows and pop culture to plan for our future doing this. Yep. Sauce was lifting weights, reading defenses in the gym to plan for his future. So you can't get mad that he doesn't know that she was dancing for money like honey. You know, like you can't get mad. You can't get mad about that.
Let me ask you, is it a little concerning, just saying, Garrett Wilson nowhere to be seen. Breece Hall's going to the games.
So what?
Jerry Ferrara's going to the games. Is he a Jets fan now? Is he abandoning the giant Big Blue?
So what?
Sauce is at the game. Where's Garrett Wilson?
Dude.
Is he on the outs with Rodgers?
Just because.
Mance is already looking to drive a wedge there.
Is he on the outs? Where is he?
Hold on,
Why isn't he courtside? Why isn't he ice side?
Just because Christian Gonzalez and whichever Sac State guy that Bill drafted you never heard of isn't hanging out with Mac Jones in the first row at TD Garden.
Juju and Gesicki are
okay.
You know, they're in the playbook.
Great.
They're in the locker room. They're in the weight room. They're getting ready for the season.
Gesicki
you guys are at courtside living it
Mac
up.
Jones aren't, you know.
Rodgers saying he's only going to go to half of OTAs.
They're not hanging out watching the Celtics blow it against the Sixers in game one.
Same intensity.
In game one.
Same intensity.
Listening to the padded soundtrack blaring or whatever the hell that song is that everybody
shipping out to Boston.
Yeah, it's just okay. All of that. Just because you're not seeing that and we're seeing Aaron Rodgers.
We're in the lab putting in the work.
I'm sure.
Juju said he should get a college degree for Bob's new offense.
What if Garrett Wilson's putting in the work? What if he's putting in the work? Did you hear, by the way, Rodgers said that, he used to have a number 17 who's the greatest who's ever done it, and this 17 is very special too? This is great. The bromance has begun. And
it's begun so much he can't get his number to call him to invite him to the game.
All good.
Wait a minute, no.
This guy.
Now you're like,
it's okay. No, stop. So don't feed into it. Do not feed this animal. It's a sign at the Rich Eisen Show Zoo. Do not feed the animals.
Yeah, because he just contradicted himself.
Don't feed it.
No, I didn't.
The two words I've been saying to you for weeks: same intensity. Bring it. We will find out 1 week from today. We'll be on the Rich Eisen Show
schedule.
on May 12th, and I will have in my hands the actual schedule. I will have the actual dates on which the intensity needs to be the same, required to be the same. Nay, I demand. We will have the dates 1 week from today.
Let's go.
On which the intensity must be the same. And I can only hope, just for this sake. Now, I say this fully knowing, you know how I feel about Bill Belichick. You know how I feel about the Crafts. You know how I feel about I've been their host, their kickoff dinner host multiple times. You know how I feel about them.
Yeah.
That all gets put aside because of this right here. What we got going on. We will know the dates, and I hope it will be nationally televised. I want the revolution nationally televised. The Jets will only have 6, and they will have every last one of them filled.
We know
their dance card will be filled. No. We don't need to go down that road either. We know it'll be Mahomes. We know it'll be Dallas. We know it'll be Buffalo. We know it.
Yeah.
We know it. We'll know it. One of them will be Philadelphia. The toughest games.
Yeah,
the toughest games will be televised. And then we'll compare how many of the same games, because the Jets and the Patriots have virtually the same schedule. Yeah. We'll find out how many your team has been deemed to have nationally televised. It's okay.
I want everyone sleeping on us.
Sounds great.
Great. We'll see who has a better record.
I don't know why Garrett Wilson wasn't at these games. He might have been otherwise occupied. It doesn't matter.
Maybe he's not in New York.
Doesn't matter. Because this guy's talking about Juju and Gesicki in the gym, and I'm talking about Rodgers and Sauce in the gym, known as Madison Square Garden, chopping it up with Jessica Alba. And I know that won't mean a damn thing when toe meets ball in September. But for me, everybody, this team has been getting its ass kicked. Nobody talks about them. I'm loving it. Let me just put it this way. The New York Jets and the New York Knicks, 2 of my favorite teams, but 2 of the most moribund, look it up, franchises.
Big word alert.
2 of the most moribund franchises in sports of the last, 15, 20 years?
Of a thing in terminal decline.
Thank you.
Lacking vitality or vigor.
Thank you. Yeah. The New York Jets and the New York Knicks combined to get Jessica Alba trending on Twitter. End of story. That's called buzz.
You also combined haven't won a title in 100 years.
It's called buzz. And for me, right now, on May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
May the 5th be with you.
It counts for something. Back off, same intensity. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.